Namaste, beautiful yogis, and I wanted to come back and do an update on the high frequency machine that I spoke about in a previous video. So I promise that I will do an update because I did kind of like first impressions, and I wanted to see how it would continue working. Obviously, now it's been about 2-3 weeks later, which is still not super long term, but it is a good indicator of how it is working, and I could do a review probably a year from now. Anyways, so you can watch my previous video to kind of update yourself on what it is, but it is a machine called high frequency electric current and Darsonval. I might be pronouncing this wrong because it's a French word, but it's a Darsonval or something like this machine, and it's something that was originally created, to my absolute surprise, and that's why I decided to buy it, by Tesla. And he commissioned a French scientist to create the first unit, the first machine. It was called Violet Ray. It was used originally for healing different conditions, from skin infections, that was pre-antibiotics, to pain and all kinds of inflammation and tissue inflammation and injury and so forth, muscles, tendons, connective tissue, etc. It was used for many things: removal of warts, acne, you name it. They used it for a lot. Keep in mind, at the time, discovering electricity and electric current was a massive, massive realization for humanity. So the machine is basically high frequency, oscillating machine, and what it does, it produces a little bit of ozone as well, which has those bacteria reducing benefits. The machine, pretty much most of them look like this, and they come with glass rods. This is glass and it's enclosed rod, and it has argon gas in it, so that's why it turns purple when you turn it on. And usually you have to have oil on your skin. Let's fix this. Usually you have to have oil on your skin so you don't feel a zap. It's a little zap, like a static electricity. But yeah, I usually use this Radha oil, which I'm finishing. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's part of the effects. And or a little bit of some spray. I use this one. And then when you turn it, you have to have contact so you don't get a little initial zap. Let's do it here. You have to have contact, and then you turn it on, and it's basically high frequency electric current. You can see it's a little purple, and you glide it over your skin wherever you need to use it. And usually it should be done for at least 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes on the face, and it is set to do a number of amazing things. So my initial impression was that as soon as I used it, it was like I walked out of the most fantastic spa, and I had the most amazing facial with the most advanced machines or something like that. Even Journey, I would just randomly go up to his office and talk to him about something else, and he's like, "You look very different." So I was pretty impressed initially, and I waited to see if the effects will continue compounding or settle, or if it would just be an initial effect and then it will just go back to normal. But I think it's compounding, and it is amazing. A lot of people, including myself, were asking what the difference is, because I have two devices at the moment. And now, I've told you many times before, I'm 40, so I opted for finding something natural that can help me keep or reverse some sun damage and keep the integrity, the texture of my skin for a while, so that I don't have to just rely on super expensive skincare or procedures or so forth. You know how it is. Our face is how we present ourselves to the world. When you go out with your face. So it is to me, it makes sense, not even from a vanity point, but to just take care of certain aspects of ourselves that are more obviously surface. And I do take care with diet, and I have good serums and so forth. I sleep really quite a bit, and I got those two things. This I got a long time ago. I wanted originally, I was wondering which one to get when I got this one, and there is not enough good reviews, and there isn't enough good comparison to the two, so I couldn't quite make a decision. Now they are different. This is galvanic, so it is microcurrent. It has a positive and a negative end, and it's direct current. Direct electric current runs one way only. This is alternating current. It runs both ways. High frequency, so it's in the radio frequency range. This is measured in watts and hertz. Watts is the strength of the machine, and hertz is the oscillation. Now for this particular machine, it's really effective, very high rated. No information on the internet exactly how many hertz it is. The other ones that I listed in my previous video, they're high frequency, it's listed, and they appear to be a really high quality. For this one, they have not listed how many hertz it is, and I may message them and ask them, but it is a highly rated machine and it works amazingly, so I would have to guess it's a really good one. This one, new face, there is other ones that are knockoffs or just less popular brands of this particular way of working. I opted to go with the machine that is highest rated and FDA approved and so forth, because if I'm going to spend 7 minutes, for example, or 5 to 7 to 8 minutes every day with something, I don't want to waste my time. I want to make sure, and it's very difficult on the internet to dig through the specs and all of those things about those machines. So I figured I'll just get the one that is for sure from a reputable company, so that I'm not wasting my time and my money. Both things, if we're gonna do something, might as well. And with this one, I went for the lift one, and in my previous video I said that's the only one I would get, but now I stand corrected. There is quite a few other ones that are really high quality, so just choose. If you decide to buy it, I'll list them below. Just choose the one that is in your price range. Basically, they all go on sale too, so you can choose the one that is in your price range, but it is best to expect it to be around $60. I find that the ones that are under $60, they can start the Chinese devices at even 28 or something like this dollars, but you're gonna waste time. It will break. It might not even be the proper high frequency. It's just not quite worth the time. Oh, I'm not speaking about the most important thing, what they do. So they're different. I'll read to you something that is a good comparison on the internet, because it's really hard to dig through, but this is more of a toning for the muscles machine. When you use it, you don't feel absolutely anything. It imitates the electric current that your cells produce. Microcurrent. Sorry, it's a microcurrent that is on cellular level. The cells produce it. It keeps them healthy. They produce it a lot when they're healthier, and it declines with time. So it can help with the structure of your face, the skin tightening, elastin, collagen. What it does to me, it seems that it's toning the muscles far more, so the face has a little more tone to it, and things are not sagging or just loose or aging, for lack of a better word. And what this does is this seems to be working on the texture of the skin. Again, elastin, collagen. So I'll read to you the description, but what this does, it does seem to tighten the skin, it does lift it. Strangely enough, it seems to give volume. I don't know how that works, probably from the increased circulation. It works on the principle of increasing heat and circulation, and it was mentioned 900 times for healing therapies in healing sessions by Edgar Casey. So otherwise, the device, if it wasn't for Edgar Casey, the device would have been forgotten. So let me tell you what it says on this website by a spa specialist. I don't know what her title is, someone that works in a spa and it's her specialty. Sorry, this sounded very half-assed, but she's a cosmetician, I suppose. Anyways, microcurrent. The microcurrent uses 2 points, 2 spheres to deliver. It can be prongs too, to deliver a low-level electricity, reflecting the body's own natural currents, leading to chemical reactions in the body cells. So we're affecting how the cells function. This process promotes the production of natural collagen, elastin, increasing blood circulation, toning the facial muscles, which is the main thing I see from it. The results in firming, smoothing your skin, and reducing the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. So think about it as stimulating facial muscles like facial exercise and cellular metabolism. That's the 2 main things. Or let's say 3. Facial exercise, kind of like exercise, stimulating facial muscles, and cellular metabolism. It does all of that. I don't see it affecting the color of the skin or the particularly small wrinkles, texture, stuff like that. It more works on the muscles. But it obviously, if something is affecting the cellular metabolism, overall it will have some effect on the skin quality. But as far as the skin quality, this is more direct for the skin quality. This is more about the structure of the face or the muscles. So radio frequency, this is high frequency, same thing, it depends on the range. Promotes the production of collagen. It uses electromagnetic wave frequencies that are also used in radio communication. It does that by heating up the dermis and the deepest skin layer without damaging the epidermis, the top layer of the skin. Radio frequency or high frequency also leads to energizing skin tissue, resulting in skin improvement, tightening, and wrinkle reduction. To me, what it does is it does improve the skin texture. It improves the almost like it gives me a tan, which could be because it's almost summer here. It's pretty summery here, lots of sun, and I use it with the rather rose hip oil, which is extremely pigmented. It's orange and bright and really beautiful, so it could have something to do with that. But in general, it does improve my complexion. The complexion seems quite different, brighter, more radiant, and more tan. So it seems like it's giving me a little more color, which of course comes from better cell function, metabolism, and circulation. It does remove fine wrinkles. I've only used it for 2 to 3 weeks. You can refer back to my previous video to see exactly how long it was, because I probably told you about it a few days after I started using it, because the effects were dramatic. So this can lift your eyebrows and kind of tighten your jawline and just work on the tightness of the muscles and the skin. And I think overall they cover similar areas of what they can affect, but they're different, as I try to explain. One is alternating, one is direct current. So the direct is called galvanic also. It's not as known as galvanic and microcurrent. And this one I actually had pulled, but I don't know if I closed that article. The other machines that are worth it, I think the new Spa is really good quality, and there is one Darsonville and New Derma, I think. I'll list them below. There is at least 5 other devices besides LiftWand that are recommended and have the specs. They appear to be very highly rated, high ratings on Amazon, meet all the requirements and specs. This one I just really recommend it, but I think it's probably as good as the other ones. The effects are phenomenal, so that's why I'm sharing this. I did also use it for a little bit of pain. It maybe helped, I don't know. It was very minimal because I was playing with Lottie, and when you play with a toddler, you try to be a toddler, and my body doesn't function like a toddler's body, so I was falling through pillows and just really sunk in between the couch and her castle. And we had taken all the pillows off of the couch on the ground so we can make a castle. So I was sunken in, I fell through everything. So I put my hand up on the couch to push myself up, and it turned out that without a pillow, it's a sharp metal there on the couch, and really dug deep into the pad of my hand. And I think it damaged, temporarily of course, but I think it damaged a nerve and some connective tissue, because I felt pain and then the pain disappeared, but I knew something is up, and then I got bruising. By the evening you can still see it. It's almost going away, but the pain is gone, and I can do planks and everything because it's a different, I just damaged something deep in here. It will take a while to heal, but also it has healed predominantly, but I used a little bit of the current here to speed up the cells healing. It's not recommended for that because it got outlawed in after the Second or the First World War. The companies after the second, all the companies that produced it at the time after the Second World War went bankrupt or had to shut down because of the depression. So and also the FDA clamped down on them. So now it is available as a spa equipment, and it's quite profound in how it works. So I do recommend it. I hope this was extensive enough. I hope I covered quite a bit and you're kind of getting an idea of how it works. Let me see if I can say which machines were good. I'll include them below because I don't want to click around here, but I had a list of machines that work it that I really recommend it. I really recommend it. If you don't have either one and you don't know which one to buy, you have to consider a few things, that those things only work if you use them. That's how yoga is too. You really have to do it, otherwise just buying the membership or the whatever, subscribing, it doesn't work. You have to put the work in. If you are minding your budget, then go with this one because the effects are very visible. It's gonna give you a glow. It gives me a certain glow that I just typically don't have. Complexion glow, just kind of glossiness and skin quality, that's amazing. As I said, a little volume, tightness, and the wrinkles are soft almost in the morning, and those expression lines, because I'm a big eye lifter. Is that a thing? They're very soft and kind of gone, and I'm sure this also helps. And then this is more if you want your face to have a certain structure. It is amazing as well. It's more expensive. I got the professional in both. They're just a touch, this is a touch stronger than the non-professional, but if you get the mini is about, I think, $200, and you can find it a little cheaper. And this, as I said, is you should start at 60 with this, and if you get a lot of attachments and extras and bells and whistles, you can spend 100 and something on it. But I think it's worth every single penny you will spend on it, because one procedure at a salon would be about that much, and this, every single time after I do it, I feel that I just walked out of the most luxurious spa facial experience. So definitely it's worth it. The only thing I regret is not buying it many years ago. So this one you have to use for about 20 minutes a day, and this one in the beginning you have to use for at least 5 minutes every day, and then you can taper off and use it every other day. So this requires less time. This requires quite a bit of time. This one has to be used with conducting gel, and you have to remove all the oil from your face with a wash. This one can work with oil. They're different basically in how they work and how you're gonna use them. So buy the one that you can commit to, the one that fits in your budget, and maybe you have particular goals. It is said this one also reduces pore size. Why didn't I say that earlier? It does that for sure. It is for skin tightening, wrinkle reduction, pore size, and such. So, and this one can be used in things that are more lifting the eyebrows, as I said, muscle and stuff. I think that's about it. If you have any more information on them, just list it below, because I try to just kind of summarize the information. Yeah, there is, okay, so New Derma is one of the devices that is highly rated. Lift Wand, as I said. And I see the Derma Wand a lot, but I think it's not comparable to the Lift Wand. So that's all I'll say for today. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will be posting, if I don't know when this is gonna go up, but I will be posting the new schedule. Really beautiful healing herbal classes. I'll be posting it on Sunday, tomorrow for me, and I'll see you there with the new classes. We're doing classes that are for deepening the intuition and really hearing the deeper, the gut feeling voice. Developing intuition in a sense is cleansing the pineal gland, but also focusing your energy here so that we can have soul guidance. We can really make choices from a place of wisdom and not fear, and have guidance so that we can act from a place of higher consciousness. Anyways, the classes are strong, really strong. We're back to strong early classes. Some of them are relaxing and soothing, but you will get in shape, and we're gonna work on the inner and the outer world. I'll see you on my website with the membership. I also will be posting on Sunday for it, as long as there is the situation in the world and there is stress. I'll be posting free classes on Sundays on YouTube, and I'll see you in both places. Namaste. If you have any one of these machines, let me know, and just if you are a physicist or something.